What's up, mechanics? Welcome back to another episode of Tool Tuesday. Today we're going to be starting off with a little history lesson. We've been around for a very long time, since 1931. And we have made products for a lot of people in that time, including the military.
Uncle Sam himself.
This is a set of miniature wrenches that we've made for the military a long time ago. I really don't know the year.
These were actually USA made too.
Yes, so like...
This whole little military kit pouch. It's pretty neat, yeah. Put it that way so you can see it.
You can see VIM USA. It's all kind of faded.
Yeah, little by little, we've actually been buying back a lot of this stuff when we find it across the industry and online, wherever. So we buy it back so we can have little pieces of our company's history in-house and talk to you guys about them.
This was used, so this was in a war. I just don't know which war.
I don't know. But if you guys have vintage VIM tools items, let us know.
Yeah, if you have something vintage that you are interested in selling back to us so we can have it on the show and keep it as, you know, part of the company's history, we'd love to hear about it. Let us know.
Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool, so I wanted to bring that up. Are we going to frame this?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we have a couple things that are back in stock, like our master socket sets and some other stuff that I'm going to talk about. This is for the end. So I'm going to start with the WSI 100. This is a wheel stud installer. So if you're trying to pull the studs through the hub, this has a ball bearing, so you're not going to damage the actual hub itself when you're trying to drill the lug nut onto it to pull the stud through. So there's a two-piece set. This is a larger one for trucks, a smaller one for cars.
It's not a new to the market type thing. It's just our version of it. It has the ball bearings to actually make it spin. So it's a little bit different, but you guys have seen similar items in the market. We now have one as well. Comes in a set that has one for truck and for cars and competitively priced. So check them out.
Well, I mean, most of the ones that I've seen on the market, they don't have ball bearings.
No, they have just little recessed, like tapered holes to make it, like to guide it, but it's different.
And then when you get down, down far enough to pull the stud through, it just grinds on the hub.
Well, yeah, you end up damaging either the lug or the hub because you're over torquing it.
Yeah,
but it's not spinning.
So there you go. Next, also for hubs and studs, we have this set right here, which is the HSC 1.
HSC 100, and then we have the HSC 200, which is the same thing, but for trucks.
Yes. So it has this here. You can put the
now, if
brushes
you live
in.
Down here in Florida, you probably don't need this. This is more for rust belt type people. You know, you actually have that stuff on your car.
Yeah. So it has a 1/2-inch drive on the bottom with this adapter, power shank adapter. So you can put it on a drill, or you can use this on an impact wrench, I believe. But you use this to clean the rotor or the hub to prevent warping, and you
get the rust off.
Yeah, get the rust off. Then you can use this one to clean the studs to prevent cross-threading or seizing of the lug nut itself. So this is the HSC 100. We have an HSC 200, which is for trucks.
And each version is going to come with 4 of the stud cleaners, 4 of the hub cleaners, and 1 of the tools that works with both.
Yeah, all of this that you see here is the set itself.
Comes in a little box with 3 tubes.
Yes.
Can you buy the refills?
You can buy the refills individually. The reason we separate them into tubes is because you can buy the stud cleaners by themselves in a tube, the hub cleaners by themselves, or the tool if you were to need it or lose one of them. They come in these little tubes all in one box of the set.
Yeah, so like the hub cleaners themselves, HCP 15, you can buy those separately if you wanted to get replacements.
Boom.
So, bam. And next, we have talked about our larger thin wrenches themselves, but we haven't shown you our smaller set because we do have one. This is the MFW 100, which goes from 4 millimeters all the way up to 19. And we also have this set in standard as well. Look how thin these are.
And
this
she'll put up the sizes for the standard one. It's not as many, it's a smaller set, but they're super thin. We have a lifetime warranty on them. And again, like I said, less than 2% defective rate across our hand tools. The stuff holds up. People like it. And you're going to get an expensive set and grind them down anyways. Why not get the right job? Like tool for the job, something that works, something that holds up, and it won't void your warranty because you're not grinding them down.
Yeah. Well, look at this 19 millimeter, how thin that is. I wish I had the caliper here so I could measure it.
But they get the idea.
You can get in anywhere with these.
Well, we can always measure it and I'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. Speaking of thin wrenches, we showed this in episode 2, our larger MFW 200. You guys have said that the foam is too big and that it takes up too much space in your toolbox. Well, guess what? We sell wrench grippers. So you can take it out, you can put them in here, it takes up less space.
This wrench gripper is what, $8 on our website, and it's probably cheaper in your tool truck. So if you really hate the foam that much, but you want the wrenches, you're spending how much on the wrench set? The $6 or $7 you're gonna spend on the wrench gripper to give you peace of mind to have it in your toolbox and not take up so much space? Might be worth it.
Yeah, if you're not one for foam, here you go. I think it's your turn, buddy.
You went through everything? All right, cool. So, I know a lot of you guys are looking at this guy right here, this extendable ratchet, and wondering. So, I'm going to tell you all about it. We have our extendable 3/4 inch ratchet, super heavy duty for the guy who was asking about heavy duty stuff. I'd say this is pretty heavy duty. We do pretty well with them. And it is going to be interchangeable heads. So you're going to have the 3/4 ratchet, or obviously it's going to have an easier push pin system. But right now this is a sample. This comes out, and you're going to have
a breaker bar attachment.
Indexing breaker bar. Or locking, I better said. Indexing, it only has 3 locks. So I wouldn't really call it indexing, but your breaker bar attachment right here.
We have more attachments for that coming.
And we have more attachments coming. It's going to end up having 4 total attachments that you can actually use. I'm using this to actually pop it in there, but just so you know,
this is just
it will have an easier button to pop on.
Yes.
I believe it's 36. Let's see, let's measure it. All right, so from top to bottom, how long do we got? 40. We got 40 inches here. So, you know, if you need more leverage than that.
I don't know what you're working on. It's also, the ratchet head and this itself is rated for over 1,500 foot-pounds with the ratchet head. So you don't have to worry about this, about it breaking. And because of the way, there are other 3/4 ratchets out there. There's another company that has one with a collar, which seizes up a lot after it's been put under a lot of pressure. The way we designed this one is that the neck part here is flat on this section here. So it actually doesn't seize up on you. This has been a lot better than the collar versions.
And not to go into details, but it's, how do you say this? It's been tested by 30,000 people.
We had a semi-truck come here. Do you remember at the old office, we took a giant pole
and stood on it
and jumped up and down?
It was crazy.
It doesn't break.
Do we still have that video?
Yeah.
If we find it,
attach it.
we'll show you.
Maybe not, because I don't want people doing crazy stuff.
Well, we already said it. They're going to do it anyways.
They're going to do it anyways. That's the first thing they're going to do.
There's also another point. I know you guys showed that before at SEMA. You don't need the tool to push that button.
Yeah, we said that already.
Okay, cool.
We talked about that. She wasn't listening, obviously.
And it has a lifetime warranty. Okay. Yeah, on the master set.
On to the next. So we have the master sets here. So this guy, and the reason I want to talk about this one specifically today is this is our MMS 64. Yeah, sorry. MMS 64, our Mechanics Master Set 64 piece. It's going to have everything you need. I'm going to show it right here. It's going to have everything you're going to need in hex and Torx. Inverted Torx as well. So you're going to have pretty much all your options. Your tamper-proof, your, what else we got? Torx Plus. You have all your variations here of Torx that we have available in this kit, right? So, I mean, the TMS 77 is that kit. But this has just about everything that we have in our TMS 34 and our HMS 26, which are 2 of our best-selling items from when we started the company. That was the bread and butter of the business. And we took those sets and we made them impact rated and we put them into a kit together. And then we added 4 additional sizes, which Melissa will add up here, the 4 extra sizes that are in the set. As you can see, I mean, they're made out of S2 steel. They're super high quality. You can't call them impact bits because they're satin chromed. And if the chrome flakes and liability and X, that's how that works nowadays. You can't do nothing because people will sue you. But they'll work. They'll hold up, they'll work, and there's a lifetime warranty. If something happens and it makes its way onto your impact gun and you just happen to be one of those 2% who break it, send it on back.
When we were engineering all of our socket sets, we made sure that we made them impact rated you guys are notoriously rough with your tools, so we have to make stuff that holds up to that. So our socket sets, although you shouldn't use them on impact, they are impact rated. Our SMS 400 and our SMS 600.
So this is me telling you not to use them on an impact, but this is also me saying I might not know that you use it on an impact if you send it back.
We could though. we do know. A lot of times the square drive at the bottom is a little rounded when you use it on impact. So,
and that goes for our SMS socket sets and our blow molded K series. So our HMS 26, TMS 34, MMS 64, TMS 77, those kids. Now, if you try to use an impact on a spark plug socket, I'm not taking that back. Don't use an impact on a spark plug socket, please. Just don't do it.
yeah.
All right, this was the HMS 26 that I was actually talking about. So you're going to have your metric and standard hex. Pretty simple. It's also S2 steel, right? Smaller set. People do love these sets. We have a Torx version, but we do not have them in stock right now. These guys are in stock, and that's also a reason I brought up the MMS 64, because we had a inventory issue with the MMS 64. It has since then been figured out. If you had one on order and it was on back order for a while, you should be getting it here in the next 2 weeks. We got them in. We shipped them out to our customers already, so you should be getting them. And we have, I think it's 2,500 split up into increments of 500 coming one after another behind it. So we should have plenty of stock for the foreseeable future for those. So put in your orders, check them out, ask your tool truck about the MMS 64, which has been one of our best sellers.
Mm-hmm.
Finally back in stock. Sorry about that.
Also, FYI, you do not have to actually send in your warranties.
What?
You don't have to send the tool
Oh,
back.
sure.
Just
Yeah,
make sure.
okay, if you buy it from us, you take a picture,
Right.
and you warranty through us. But if you buy it from a tool truck, bring the guy the thing, or the broken piece, he'll send in a credit or a credit request, and it'll be handled through whatever distributor you bought it from easily.
Yeah. I mean, is that
What else
it?
do we
We're
got?
on to closeouts?
Mystery boxes.
Mystery boxes.
Oh, okay, so mystery boxes. This was actually Melissa's idea, believe it or not. The ideas don't come often, but when they do, they hit. So mystery box. It was over 500 was the limit?
Yeah, I would say 500.
So if you're spending over $500 on our website as a thank you for putting your trust in our tools and in our business and supporting us, we're going to put together a mystery box of sorts. That's going to include some different stuff we have here, little stuff, but also we do get a lot of stuff back that packaging was damaged or something of that sort. So it's still perfectly new tools in a perfectly good case, but the box was ripped or something like that. Those things, we instead of paying for new packaging and reselling them at full price, we figured why not give something back. So with an order of $500 from you guys, we're going to put together little mystery boxes, and the order of over $500 will enter you into a raffle to win said mystery box. Now, I'm not positive, but I'd say the value of our mystery boxes is probably going to be upwards of $350 around that area. So, you know,
Really?
if you're spending that kind of money anyways, might as well get something for it.
I'll let you guys know when that comes out. You're going to have to enter code mystery at checkout to be entered in the raffle.
There you go. And she'll put up details. That was her idea, whatever.
Yeah.
She'll put up she'll put up the info for that promotion we got going on. And lastly, the what do we call it?
Closeout of the day.
Closeout of the day.
All right. Look at this. Look at this
Look at
case.
this. That's vintage.
This is vintage.
Red, white, and blue, baby.
Yeah, this is cool. Okay, so I'll unzip this, y'all. Oh, hello.
We got Vintage Tuesday today.
Yeah, for real. Okay,
It's a good try.
so this is a miniature precision plier set. There's 8 pieces in here. It has a miniature linesman. It has precision end cutters, needle nose, long needle nose, bent needle nose, and it has a locking long nose and a standard locking as well. So this is an old set.
Everything you need in here.
This is an old set, and it's on closeout on our website under the closeout section for $35.
$35. $35 for a nice little 8-piece set. Vintage tools. VIM history. Look at that. Look at that.
I'm gonna take one of those.
Look at
Just
that.
kidding, guys. So, I am gonna take one of those.
Look at that.
All right.
So it is worth noting all of our closeout section will not have a warranty for obvious reasons. Our stock is not promised, so it's,
Yeah, so
it's
we
whatever's
may not have
available.
stock. We'll warranty it if we have the stock for it,
Right.
but normally when we're doing something on closeout is because it's moving and it's towards the end and we're not going to make any more. So that being said, understand that when you do purchase it.
I'm
Pretty cool,
stealing
right?
one.
You're,
I'm
not,
stealing
you're
one.
not stealing nothing.
I'm taking it. I'm gonna take the pliers out, maybe. Cut those things out. Use this for someone else.
God.
No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
I'm gonna bleep that out.
Okay.
I think
All
we're
right.
done.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for next time.
Alrighty.
Peace.
Peace out.